He just wasn't enough. The world told him that's meant to be tough. You got tears, son, you just button them up. Is this love? Is this love? She kept telling me how everything was wrong.
We just been going to different boarding schools and schools with large Native populations and speaking to the kids, telling our stories and sharing a message of empowerment, you know, speaking on topics such as suicide and fatherhood, you know, not growing up with the father, what it's like to go through the traumas that we've experienced in life and to come out on the other end as successful and happy people, and to share that message with the youth and adults as well that, you know, if we can do it, you can do it too.
I think personally the Heal It Tour is all who share a common theme of pain. We all go through so much as artists, you know, as dream warriors, but everybody who we met and we got to connect with across Oklahoma here, they're going through the same thing. So it's not us trying to help them heal, it's all of us healing together. Who are the Dream Warriors? The Dream Warriors are a collective group that came together who also endured lots of trauma and who are all change makers, you know, those who want to see a change in our communities and see a change for our people in a positive light. The name Dream Warrior kind of came from us, like, not letting our dream die as well as other people's dreams die, because sometimes that happens. Some people, you know, go through so much that they forget about their own dream coming true, but, you know, we've been fighting for our whole lives as Indigenous folks, and we should use that same warrior mentality when it comes to the things that we want to do in life, our purpose, you know. So that's who the Dream Warriors are, just people just like anybody who grew up on the reservation fighting for their dreams to keep them alive.
The world told him that's meant to be tough. You got tears, son, you just button them up. Is this love? Is this love? She kept telling me how everything was wrong. She kept saying
Bad, you know, weird things happen to me, right? And then when I got older, I felt so crummy, I felt so worthless that I actually started to do drugs when I was 11 years old, believe it or not. And I started drinking.
Telling
when
my
I was
story
12.
on stage and singing thank you, I have to go back to my dark past. I have to bring up all the really horrible things that happened to my body and happened to my mind, and the drugs that I took to try and numb it. But it's easy actually for me to go back there every day, every performance, because I know it's not my fault. I have nothing to be ashamed of. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. So, but to get to that point took years of peeling off layers, peeling off labels, peeling off self-hatred, and really coming to know that it wasn't my fault. But now that I know that all that stuff that happened to me, even the drug addiction and the drug dealing, wasn't my fault, but was a reaction to being raised around drugs, that makes me see, like, oh, well, what do I have to be ashamed of? I'm a beautiful person, and that's exactly what I'm trying to help other people see too.
he just wasn't enough. The world told him that's meant to be tough.
Money do, we do coward Cımış kokuziyan, mi göz bumi, ediziyan, mi şişinam, zagit iway, when good news şişinam, bizim there with şinam, mi wayne nagamoyan, ni mishomis, we do coward şinam, ji our budget too young, and this şinam, they is just swallowing, mi
A lot of what I've been doing here is sharing my song Prayers in a Song because it's based in language, and I know a lot of these schools have some language revitalization work going on. So I speak on my song Prayers in a Song, and I share that song with them as well. When I made Prayers in a Song, Like even before I wrote it, I kind of was reluctant to make the song because I was afraid of what elders might think. Like, oh man, there's gonna be some elders who are gonna be like, you shouldn't mix the language with hip hop, because a lot of elders see hip hop as a negative thing, you know, and I feel like that's a mistake, you know, it's a misperception about hip hop.
The athletes, I just needed someone great who looked like me. You thought you could be my Muhammad Ali. Afflicted with addiction, alcoholic like Pete. No submitting, both spitting up the kind of like G's. My focus not that we probably both got beef. Get the star RB.
Because Jim Thorpe was born and raised here in Oklahoma, so I like sharing this song I have about Jim Thorpe because he was a huge inspiration for me as a young Native athlete, not seeing Native athletes on the television when I was growing up, you know. So it just stresses the importance of having role models that we can relate to, you know.
He just wasn't enough. The world told him that no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away.
You gotta hate the way the world works when some words scar your ears so deeply that the voice that said them still echoes in your head, still echoes in your head, still echoes in your head. If love is actually,
I like to think of everything I do, I call it heart work. So that way if you're doing what your heart wants, it never really feels like work, like hard work. So I like to call it heart work. For me, I've just always felt like I've never fit in. Like I don't feel like I fit into any genre, any category. I kind of just try to do whatever I feel like called to do. So like I said, first I start off with poetry and then spoken word. And now that I'm singing, I try to create a set that can show everything that I'm working on and learning, and to just be honest, you know, like I know if I just did spoken word, it would be totally polished because I've done that for years now, but music, like it's what makes me happy, and even though it's not like perfect yet, I still love being able to share like that side to show people that you don't have to be perfect either. And hopefully one day I'll be able to do like more music, and it's just great being supported by other artists as well as I'm growing more into music with my art practice.
Tanea, she's the glue. She's the one who keeps us all together and takes care of us. But she's love. She has a big heart for everything that she does and how she treats people. She inspires me because she is, you know, new at the guitar thing, and she started playing shows with the guitar before I even did. So I bring it in play because she's brave enough to do it that I got to do it. So I learn a lot of bravery from her.
Use it in a way that relates to my life and vocab. Bring some entertainment to it, spit it on the track, and I take it out the class. Can't let what I lack become a self-defeating habit that'll make me wanna quit. Get you money, do we do Kawashin. Jamashko busy down, me Dutch for me, it is young, me
where we shared our stories and experiences around traumas that we've had in life, you know, and you know, I like to just kind of share my story in a nutshell, and I always tell them before I tell my story, you know, I share these hardships about my life, not to, you know, be a tearjerker, but to let people know where I've come from and what I've experienced in life, and that they can still see me right here in person. Here I'm far away from home doing things that I love to do and being successful. So, I mean, I got much love for all the other artists on the tour, the entire Dream Warriors roster. I feel like they put a lot of love in my life, you know what I mean? I feel like they give me new perspective on a lot of different things. You know, when I hear them share their stories and their thoughts on different topics, they contribute to, I guess, my views on things and help to shape my views and understandings of different things. So I really appreciate the teaching that they do, because they're not only teaching the crowd, I feel like we're teaching each other when we speak as well. So they help me grow as a person as well as an artist.
On the land where our ancestors died, breathing life into our cultures, they simple petrified. They tell a history that our people do recognize. The U.S. government misery, charge of genocide, spitting rhymes in a time of blood, quantum, and suicide. We survive, staying strong, all those times we should have died. I confess, I'm depressed, sometimes I can't take the stress. Living is a test, distressed up in the Wild West. My fam suffers, the land suffers, I hate the silence, I hate statistics, I hate the
He just